This campsite is definitely not for everybody. These are kind of what I expected. Dirty farm campsite toilets. These are very dirty. If you hit me, all these tourists are going to be mad at you. What an eventful day today has been. Potentially ripped the bongo off with a head gasket blown. She's drinking a lot of coolant, so I guess we'll find out tomorrow. And seen people having sex. Amazing to be out on a night like tonight, eh people? Today we're going to head to Brough House Farm Caravan and Camping Site in Goathland in the North Yorkshire Moors National Park, and we'll check out this rather famous campsite that featured in a very famous British TV series, and then we'll get out there and explore the local area. So thanks for joining me on this adventure, and let's start living the dream. So at this point everything started to go wrong. I could not make it up the final bit of the hill once I'd stopped, so I reversed back down a bit to try and get more of a run up, and again I could not make it, so I reversed back down even further until I eventually got completely stuck. Then the engine started to badly overheat, which was a huge concern. Well, first impressions people, and I love it and hate it at the same time. It is a working farm. I am literally in a sheep field and there are sheep around, which I do like. There is quite a bit of sheep poo around though, admittedly. Yeah, it is a relatively famous farm as well. But the reason I hate it is because when I arrived, I was told to come up into this field, but I wasn't really told which was the best route to take, so I took the only route that I could see, up a narrow, steep grass hill bit, and I got stuck. And the owner had to come and tow me up. The bongo was overheating, which is a bit of a concern. Topped it up with coolant, we'll see what happens with that, but that's a bit worrying. Yeah. Yeah, but other than that, it does look reasonably good. Now, it is £20 for the night in this field, non-electric. I think because of the location, that's probably about right. And it's £25 with electric. And the electric pitches are all down the bottom there. Now, they're a lot flatter. I don't think they're in a sheep field, but I like the fact that I'm in a sheep field because there's nobody else here. They did tell me these sheep are going to be herded up in a little while, so I don't know whether they'll spend the night with me. But yeah, the rest of the campsite is down there, and I think there might be hard standing pitches. Yeah, I do like being on a working farm, I do. I'm not expecting much from the facilities, to be honest with you. Yeah. So this campsite is famous because it is the home of green grass from Heartbeat. The farm building there was his house. This was his farm. Yeah. I destroyed his green grass on that little alleyway trying to get up here. A lot of wheels spinning. I did quite a bit of damage to the grass. Now, I did think they might have a bit of a dig at me because I did do quite a bit of damage, and that looked lovely before I went up it, and I completely churned it all up. And I did say, look, if you want any money to sort of compensate for the grass, and you know, these are farm people, so they're like, what are you talking about? It's grass, it grows, you know. So they weren't bothered at all, which is great. They were quite nice, friendly people, and they did help me out of a tough situation. They did tell me that I am not the only one who gets stuck going up that driveway bit. They said I'm not the first, and I certainly won't be the last. It is a bit annoying that they didn't tell me, the bloke when I booked in didn't tell me to drive back out to the main entrance and then come in through a gate over there. If he'd have told me that, that would have avoided all of that, but he didn't. He just set us up there and pointed to the little driveway that I took, that I got stuck up. But never mind. The location is amazing. I have got some absolutely amazing views around the van here. So yeah, very happy with that, to be fair. Yeah. Is the grass greener on the other side, people? We shall find out. Yeah. Yeah, I do like the campsite, to be fair. This is my kind of campsite. Yeah. Anyway, let's go check out these facilities then, people, and see what they are like and start living the dream. Yeah. A lot of noise over there. The farmer is herding up the cattle. Yeah, I have destroyed green grass's green grass. They were fine with it though. Nice recycling things then. Right. So these are kind of what I expected. Dirty farm campsite toilets. These are very dirty farm campsite toilets. The kind of farm this is, you know, it was expected, to be fair. I won't use them, so it's not really going to stop me from having a good time. But yeah, I'm sure there'd be some people that would turn their nose up at these. There is one unisex shower, so let's go check that out. Yeah, and again, I mean, it's an old farm building, so there's going to be mould, there's going to be mildew, it's going to be decaying, and it is, yeah, not very clean at all. Not a push button shower. Yeah, pretty dirty, but I think with this campsite, as it is Greengrass's farm, I think it's kind of suiting, really. Yeah, so there is a nice bit behind me there where all the other caravans are. Chemical waste point here, toilet dug into the ground. Doesn't look too bad, to be fair. And there is some drink and washing up area just there. Yeah, not bad. So yeah, those toilets were very dirty. I do feel on this campsite it does add to the character as this was Greengrass's farm, and if Greengrass owned a campsite, that's what I'd expect the toilets to be like. So yeah, that's almost like it is just part of the character of the campsite. So this field does have two bins, and they appear to both be recycling bins. Now down the bottom of the campsite there are a lot of bins scattered about, quite a lot. I'm quite surprised how many bins there are. So this field might not have the best bins, but I'm the only one in this field, and yeah, there's definitely good bins down the bottom there. So you can't book this campsite online, you do have to phone up, and I don't know if they had a card machine. I bought cash, I think it is cash, but I'm not entirely sure on that. Yeah, I did ask when I have to arrive, when I have to leave, and they said any time, so yeah, quite lenient. Yeah, yep. There are some pretty amazing views around here, to be fair. Yeah, if you can put up with the sheep poo, I've stepped in sheep poo quite a few times now. If you can put up with that, you know, you can have a good time here. So there are a lot of these stone fire pits everywhere in this field, but there is a sign saying no open fires. Now, recently, last month, there was a big fire in this area and a lot of the North York moors caught fire. So that'll be why they're now saying no fires. Yeah. So that behind me there, people, is Goathland, otherwise known as Aidensfield to those of you that watch Heartbeat. So yeah, let's go check it out and see what it's like. Let's start living the dream. Pow, pow, pow. Yeah, so there's not a lot here, just one street really with a few shops. It's funny watching the sheep though, they just do not care, they just walk out in front of cars, just stand there in front of them looking at them as if to say, if you hit me, all these tourists are going to be mad at you. It's brilliant, they have such entitlement. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying it. Anyway, going to go head off to a waterfall now, try and find a waterfall. Maya Spout or something, I can't really remember. Yeah, we'll go check it out. It's quite close to the campsite, so now walking back up towards the campsite. The village is only 10-15 minutes walk from the campsite. Yeah, that's not a bad waterfall. I don't know if that's the main one. I think there are some more steps over there, so we'll follow them and see if there's any more. But yeah, pretty enjoyable walk, to be fair. Yeah, let's carry on then, people. See if there's another waterfall somewhere. I kid you not, I literally just walked up here and there was a couple having sex here. Like, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, there's no one about but me, but still, it's, I mean, I'm a bit gutted I didn't have the camera out so I could prove it to you, but, well, I wouldn't have been able to show that on YouTube. But, yeah. Jesus. I'm in shock, people. They saw me and they scuttered off up there really quickly. I pretend like I didn't see anything, but oh, I did. I saw the woman bent over with her ass out, yeah. I mean, I can laugh because I'm here on my own, but obviously if I was here with kids, that wouldn't be so funny. Yeah. I mean, there hasn't been anyone else here. They're the only people I've seen, but yeah. I don't know what to make of it, people. When you gotta go, I guess. Yeah. So that is the waterfall that we passed earlier. Yeah, I noticed the path was getting a lot more narrower and a lot more unwalked. So yeah. But I couldn't get on Google Maps to see pictures to check and see if that was the one. But yeah, gonna head back now and walk along the moors just behind the campsite. There's a nice bit of moor. Gonna go for a walk up there. Nice sunset walk, nice and romantic, just us, eh? I'll keep the camera available at all times this time, people, in case those people come back down to have sex again. Oh, what an eventful day today has been. Potentially ripped the bongo off with a head gasket blown. She's drinking a lot of coolant, so I guess we'll find out tomorrow. And seen people having sex. Yeah, I guess it's 50-50, good and bad. Anyway, I'll keep quiet now in case there's anyone banging in the bushes. Gorgeous time to be out, people. Absolutely gorgeous. Yep, I'm at the top of the moors. Brilliant. Yeah. No one else up here either. Lovely and quiet. Just going to potter about up here for a little while whilst the sun's going down and then head back. Campsite isn't too far, just over there. So yeah, brilliant. Although I've got to say, I have got a lot on my mind because I am really worried that I've got a blown head gasket and that I'm losing a lot of coolant. So yeah, bit of a concern. I really don't want this trip to end. I will be really devastated if it does, to be honest, but what do you do? So yeah, it's been on my mind a bit, has kind of let the day down, but you know, still amazing to be out on a night like tonight, eh people? Well, back now, people. Going to cook up some tea. Got some pork chops, some cauliflower, broccoli, and a bit of courgette. Well, that's looking pretty damn good, people. Right, I'm going to wash that down with a beer, people. And I've got a Whitby Brewery Black Death Gothic Stout. 6.66%. Yeah, give it a go. I bought it from one of the shops down in Goathland, whatever it's called, I forget. Where I was this morning, people, where we went to. Yeah, £5. £5 for a can of beer. Just because it is from a shop that was in Heartbeat. But we'll give it a go anyway. Who knows? Maybe it's worth £5. £2 on the table there, look. So whilst I'm waiting for that to settle and the gas to get out of there, I thought I'll tell you that I'm going to do a giveaway. Oh yeah, I'm really generous like that, people. A chocolate bar. Yeah, a chocolate bar from the home of Heartbeat. Luxury dark chocolate. Now, yes, it is just a chocolate bar that was bought in the shop that was in Heartbeat, but it is actually the most expensive chocolate bar I've ever bought in my life. £3.50. £3.50. But that's just how generous I am, people. So yeah, if just put yes please, and in a month's time I'll pick a winner, or I'll get one of them app things that picks a winner for me, and you can be eating some extremely overpriced dark chocolate that has came from the home of Heartbeat. So I would like to thank a few subscribers who have bought me a beer recently. Thank you Jeanette, Graham and Louise. Thank you Kevin and Sue. Thank you Mark and Dawn Harrison. Thank you Andrew Painter. And thank you Jane. So the draw for the chocolate bar will end on Sunday the 14th of December, and the results will be revealed in the next following video, which will be Sunday the 21st of December. But of course I would like to thank all of you for watching the videos, because you're all helping me out by watching the videos. So cheers everyone to living the dream. Smells like a stout, so we're off to a good start. Yeah, I mean, it does taste like a very strong stout. Yeah, it's not bad, to be fair. Don't mind that at all. Yeah, so I am a bit concerned that there is so much noise from the cattle. And you know what, the cattle are right the other side of the farm. They're a long way away, but the sound is travelling up here and I can hear them really loudly, so I'm a bit concerned I ain't going to get much sleep. Also, the sheep are still in this field. Now, they're really quiet at the minute, but something tells me they might not be when it's light, so, you know, early hours of the morning, so we'll have to see how that goes. Yeah, it is a concern, but hey, I guess time will tell. So, I do have internet at the minute, so gonna put some YouTube on. Don't judge me, people, don't judge me. Yeah. That's where we were. That's where I bought the beer. Them shops there. Yeah.
Green grass. Pleasure, my lord.
Oi, green grass. You should be down there cleaning them toilets, mate. Bit grubby. Well, that's got to be done, hasn't it? Here we are in Heartbeat country. We've got to watch Heartbeat. It's not that that's something I actually watch, but hey. When in Rome, people. When in Rome.
It's entirely professional. I resent any suggestion to the contrary.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Can you hear them, people? It's been non-stop. It's now midnight. They're still at it. They're not close. It's not like they're in the next field. They're right down the bottom of the farm. The noise must travel uphill more, I don't know. But yeah, they're quite far away. So I might not get the best night's sleep tonight, but we'll see. Yeah, morning everyone. I actually slept quite well last night, which is surprising because when I went to bed the cattle were making loads of noise, and when I woke up in the morning the cattle were making loads of noise, but they actually didn't wake me up. And the sheep didn't make any noise. I didn't hear them at all. Now, the farmer did come round them up at about 8 o'clock this morning, but they were in this field with me last night and they didn't make any noise. So I'm very surprised that I slept well. But I've got to be honest, I did sleep well. So there is not much in the village at all. A couple of overpriced shops and a cafe. It's possible there's a bar in one of the hotels, I don't know. But that is it. Now, there is a bus stop very close actually, just down the road, and you can get the bus to Leeds or Whitby, so that's pretty good. But other than that, as far as I'm aware, the closest place for supermarkets and anything like that would be Whitby, and that is just under 10 miles away. So yeah, you are kind of in the middle of nowhere with just a couple of touristy shops. But do you know what? I quite like it here, to be fair. It is a nice place. So this campsite is definitely not for everybody. £20 a night, and the field is covered in sheep's poo, and the facilities were pretty horrendous. Now, normally I would say that is just not good enough at all. That's absolutely terrible. But because it is Greengrass's farm, I do feel that it is actually quite suiting. It's almost a part of the character of the campsite, you know, that it is just a rough campsite, the kind of thing you would expect if Greengrass was running it. So, yeah, I mean, I've actually quite enjoyed it and I've actually quite enjoyed the experience, but this is definitely not for everybody. So yeah, something to bear in mind. Well, I'm going to pack up and head off now then, people. If you've enjoyed any of this, like and subscribe, catch me on another adventure, keep living the dream, and I'll see you soon.